The wait is over. A revolution in LED lighting for your pinball is finally here. Fully customizable, full spectrum lighting from Pin Stadium Lights. Order yours now at pinstadium.com. Check out Pin Graphics for the latest and greatest in pinball enhancements. Power blades, blade skins, pin blades, and even more. Visit pingraphics.com now to see what's available for your pinball machine.
Alright, let's kick this shit.
Game over. Sorry.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we welcome you back to Straight Down the Middle, a pinball show. We're going to do something fun today, but first we got some housekeeping.
You know what? We should rename this not a pinball show, but a pinball extravaganza.
Pinball extravaganza?
I'm at that point in
Oh.
just tonight, maybe.
Well, tell them why you're at that point as I see empty cans and wine glasses.
I have switched from good old Miller Lite to
upgraded from that PBR, huh?
glass of wine. I got real classy.
Oh, wow. Let's show Chardonnay. What do you got there?
That is some cab. I usually drink
some cab. Is that what cool wine people? They shorten Cabernet.
Yeah. And I can't pronounce a lot of wine, so if I can shorten that shit, I'm going to shorten it.
I'm drinking a little Char today.
Usually I drink a Pinot Noir, but I don't know if the wife bought me. I didn't even look at this. I was just.
I don't think you should be allowed to drink wine because wine is a very uppity hobby, and you, my friend, would never spend more than $5 on a glass of wine.
No, I find the best rated cheap wine that I can buy. But I'll tell you what wine
Boone's
does.
Farm.
Wine makes me horny.
I just can't wait for this review. Oh my god.
Hello, Yvonne.
All right, we got a couple things. They're really exciting, though. We got a couple really exciting things. The first we've been working on for a little bit here. We're really excited to announce that 3 just now became 4. Yes. And what we mean by that, we have 3 Sdtm members.
Yes.
Yourself, myself, and Chuck Wirt.
Yes.
We've just added to that, everybody.
Yes.
Oh, this guy's fantastic.
He is fantastic. I'd found it. We actually stumbled upon him. I'd seen some of his stuff before, and he actually messed up John Borg's name.
Oh, that's what this is recruitment.
So
right there.
I mean, if you're we're gonna take you on.
That's right.
But
he makes really cool videos.
No joking aside, this guy makes some phenomenal videos, and it's very different from what we do.
People have been asking for a little. They say, "I want beginner stuff," or "I want restore stuff," or "How do you do this? How do you do that?" What?
Yes.
So we're gonna give them that. Aren't we?
Yes. And what is this gentleman's name?
All right, we're about to introduce to you the 4th member of Straight Down the Middle of Pinball Show, and that is none other than Mr. Kerry Hardy. Welcome to the team, Kerry.
Thank you for the introduction, Zachary and Greg. I am very excited to be joining the Straight Down the Middle team. I look forward to providing content for this channel in the near future. For those of you who do not already know who I am and what it is I do, let me give you a quick overview / montage. My name is Kerry Hardy and I talk and do everything pinball. From restorations to troubleshooting, do's and don'ts, how-tos, even product reviews. So if any of that sounds interesting to you, then make sure you hit that subscribe button for Straight Down the Middle. Make sure you ding that bell symbol, that way you can be notified of whenever we upload new content for your viewing pleasure. Once again, a big thanks goes out to Zachary and Greg from Straight Down the Middle, and I look forward to bringing content to you all.
So look at that little montage that Carrie put together. Nice. And like I said, like Carrie is very different from what we do. Carrie does things like he's going to bring us powder coating. He's going to bring us teardowns of games.
Hard top. He installed a hard top.
Yes.
On, I forgot what it was on, but
Carrie has done playfield swaps. So we're
barn finding.
Yes, and Carrie is very energetic. He's very personable. He fits
straight
Sdtm.
down. Yeah, he's straight down the middle.
Definitely.
Welcome to the team, dude. Yes. You're going to see his videos pop up on the channel. It's just more content for you guys, so stay tuned to that.
Awesome.
Also, we're going to do a review this week, Greg.
A little different. Okay, people wanted to know. They said, okay, Zach's got his own distribution thing. How's he going to do reviews? And here's the thing. If I review games that I sell, I'm going to get shit for it. Yeah.
Because people are going to say, you're biased, or they're going to say, so
we got shit before.
Well, we're not doing that. No. Out of the courtesy of you guys, we're not going to do that. But we're going to do something even better. Yeah. Right? When we can't do one thing, we do something in spades. Yeah, that's what we're about to do. We are introducing 2 new concepts for Straight Down the Middle of Pinball Show reviews. 2 new ones. The first one being weighted scoring.
Yes.
Now, what does that mean, Greg? Do you know what that means?
I know what it means.
Do you?
Like a new pinball machine. I don't know how I feel about it.
Oh my god!
But I'm rolling with it. I gotta give Zach. I gotta throw him a freaking bone.
Here's the premise. Everybody said, "Well, hold up. You guys have theme ranked as much as like shots and layout or code. That doesn't make any sense."
My argument, though,
we're not going with your argument because we're moving the show on towards what we're changing. Here's the deal. We've changed that. From now on, Greg and I have tallied a weighted scoring system that you guys are going to see us use from now on.
Yes.
Yeah. And I think it's very fair. I'm going to read it to you right now. For art, Greg and I are rating that 10%.
10%. Should matter more.
Shots and layout, 20%. That matters.
That is very.
Rules and code, they matter. That's at 20% as well.
It does.
Toys and innovation, 10%.
Could matter
there
more.
With art. Yeah. Music and call-outs, 5%. Display and animations, 5%. Right?
Yeah.
Theme, 10%.
That could matter more. That's why I buy a game.
And the holy mecca is enjoyability, 20%.
Very
so
true.
3 top categories, enjoyability, rules and code, and shots and layout, is what Greg and I have agreed upon are the most important parts of a pinball machine.
Agreed.
So 20%. So this isn't going to matter to you guys. Basically what's going to happen here is that we're still going to give you the grades. Nothing changes there.
It balances the cumulative.
It balances the cumulative.
Yes, because the cumulative can be off a little bit.
Can it? Are you slurring there, dude?
That might have came out a little bit.
That did. Right, so here's the second thing, Greg. People are like, okay, so there's Zach, there's Greg. Who cares about them? They're just 2 people.
Greg again.
Well, you know what? We want to bring you the reviews in pinball. So we have added a special feature straight down the middle of Pinball Show, and that is Sdtm certified reviewers.
Yes.
Wow. So what does that mean?
Well,
do you know? Did I run this one by you too?
That means that we have brought on board people that we feel are very knowledgeable on pinball and specific games, especially newer ones even. And we've brought them on board to give us their review and their rating to go against me. So
we're going to have a database, a large database of these certified reviewers. And you guys are going to find which reviewers that you particularly like the best and which ones you don't like the best.
Because you'll align yourself. You know, it's like what movie? What, Seinfeld. Remember the Seinfeld episode with like Dave's picks in the movie store?
Oh yeah.
Remember that? It's sort of like that. So that way you might find yourself aligning yourself with a certain pinball reviewer.
You get a favorite reviewer. So we are creating hopefully the Rotten Tomatoes of pinball reviews.
Yes.
So stay tuned for that. This week we are going to highlight 2 of our certified reviewers, and that is none other than Jason Fowler,
whoop, whoop,
from the Slap Safe Pinball Podcast, one of the best pinball podcasts out there.
And Sean Davis, the Kentucky State Champion.
Dang.
Whoop, whoop.
Those are 2 heavy hitters.
Yes.
So they will be reviewing the Munsters alongside with you. And I'm going to help by reading out some of their comments, some of their grades. So I'm kind of a proxy, if you will, for this process.
The proxy.
So, Greg, do you want to get into it? We are reviewing Stern Pinball's The Munsters,
dun, dun, dun.
Released in 2018. I don't know how many units they've made. I tell you what, the Pro, as a distributor, the Pro sold out fast. The premiums, I've sold out of my premiums, and they haven't even produced yet. LE sold out in a heartbeat. These things are selling really well.
Yes.
Designed by
John Board.
Nice job. Art by
Christopher Francis.
I'm getting so proud of you, buddy. You're doing really well. Code
Dwight Sullivan.
Dang, man. What about audio?
Oh, I knew that guy's name because I really like his voice.
You do?
But I can't remember his name.
Yeah, Jerry Thompson.
So sorry, Jerry.
Yeah.
I just remembered it.
There's the team over at Stern Pinball created this. This is going to be a lot of fun. Let's go to Greg giving us an overview of the game, and then we'll come back and start rating this thing.
Here we are with Stern's Munsters Pro. Going to give you the rundown from left to right as always. You have your special when lit shot in your outlane. Then you have your Eddie and Maryland rollovers, and those will help you when you're in your jackpots. Maryland lights over at your right ramp, and Eddie lights in your orbits. Then you have your Dragula big mono target right here. There's 2 switches on each ends where you see those rivets, and that will spell Dracula on each hit. It will spell your D, your R, your A, your G, your U, your L, and your A. It is responsible for helping to add a ball during your multi-balls by spelling Dragula. Also, you get points. You get points. 1K for your D, 5K for the R, and so on. 10K, 15, 25, 50, and 100. You also have the opportunity to have 5X multiplier running on that Dragula for some more points. And you have your super jackpot. When you hit it in here, it'll fall backwards and go into this Dragula kickback, which is like the Dragula Roadster. And you can collect that jackpot, or you can cash that jackpot out, or you can save that jackpot, by hitting your zap button. And that will exit up, hop over, and go into your orbit. And circle around, and come out to your right. Boom, boom. Then you have your, oh, there we go, good surprise by a spot there. So we can go in the spot here, so instead of this ramp. So you've got this ramp here, and that's where your spot shot is. And spot pops up out of that ramp. Really solid shot. Borg did a really good job on this design. There's no bounce to it. There's no anything when you hit it up that ramp. And even when you hit spot, spot is very solid. It's a good, clean, solid hit on him. It doesn't feel loose. It doesn't, mess your ball up or anything. But really cool shot there for that spot shot. The ramp itself, you can't really see it here, but it's really steep. Comes all the way up, and it actually levels out really quick and takes a dip as soon as it gets behind that backboard. And that allows for just, a weak shot will go on and follow around behind the backboard. Comes out of the sewer tunnel, winds its way down. Again, a very quick ramp. That seems windy, seems long, does a complete playfield cross. But again, it is a really, really fast shot. And the ramp is so smooth, it takes hardly anything to get up it, and it will continue around its path. To the right of that, we have the hard-to-miss gigantic Herman Bash toy. And Herman is accompanied by a magnet down here, and he is a hurry-up. So when you hit Herman, it'll light a hurry-up, and you hit it again, it'll collect onto that magnet. Then you'll get another ball, and if you can knock that ball off, you'll have a 3-ball multi-ball. If you do not knock that ball off, then you'll only have a 2-ball multi-ball. So that ball will fall, and you'll get another ball ejected out. Pretty cool toy. Really solid, too. That magnet's strong. Haven't had much problem with that. It is kind of a little bit of a weak shot when you knock it off of there, but still really fun and really cool. And to the right of that is one of your most... It is probably one of your most important shots. I can't get to it. It's your kitty shot back there. There she is. And that is just a stand-up target. Kind of a tough, tight area there, especially for a little stand-up target that's, wedged in there. And that is responsible for all your play-filled multipliers. So again, when she's lit, you'll get your 2X, then you can go to your 3X, then you can get a combination, I believe, I guess you'd go to 4, 5, and then upwards of 6. I think 6 is where you're maxed out with that kitty shot. To the right of that is a little opening you'll see there, and that will lead into your pops. And that seems like a tight shot that you're not going to get into very often, but I'll tell you what, man, it bounces in there and you can get into the pops. It's not a hard place to hit. So really cool design there into those pops. Then you obviously have your 2 rollovers up top. to help maximize for your pop awards. Again, neat configuration up there. I really like it. It's tight, but very doable. You're in there a lot. To the right of that, you have your grandpa shot, and that is a scoop shot. For your extra ball, you've got, there's a lot going on in there. You've got your extra ball that you can pick up. You have your mystery in there. You have added time during modes, and it is also what is responsible for starting your Munster madness. And you will start Grandpa by hitting these Grandpa Munster Vampire 4 stand-up targets. It's also what helps advance you during your jackpots when you are in the Grandpa mode. To the right of that, you have your Maryland ramp, and this is cool. This is really cool. So you travel up, Maryland, up, Maryland, and you go inverted into this ramp. You go around your wire form. Again, another very fast ramp that returns to your right. It seems like it would be slow. It seems like this would be an unmakeable shot, but it does not take very much to invert that ball and to drop it into that wire form. So you don't, it's not one of those, oh my gosh, I have to have the most powerful flippers. I've got to really hit that thing solid. A good makeable fast shot, just like that other ramp. It's fantastic. Love it. And again, to the right of that, you have your other orbit. Lightning fast orbits. I can't say it again of how fast these orbits are. There's nothing back there to stop those orbits. There's no gates. There's no anything to stop that. So once you get those rolling, there's not much other than the spinner over here to really get that ball hung up on. Super fast. Now to the right of that orbit, we have our Lily shot. And Lily is a mode, but she is worth just increased points. So as you spell Lily out, it will start your Lily mode. And then every time that you hit that Lily giant mono target, then it will add to your jackpots in that Lily mode. And again, she's responsible for switch hits account for more points. And actually, it's satisfying. She's good. I know the lack of drop targets, but it's still pretty cool. And then over here you have your other Eddie rollover and your other special win lit. So there you have it, guys. That's your new Munsters Pro Pinball Machine by Stern Pinball. Super awesome.
All right, Boney. Let's talk Munsters. First off, nice job with the old overview there.
Thank you. Thank you. I couldn't go too deep.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
Sorry. See, the wine's getting to me and I haven't even drinking it. All right, let's go. This pin, though, that your daughter gave me. Let's go with art. Now, I've said before.
Oh, so easy. I'm glad we're kicking it off.
I've said before, maybe the most beautiful pinball machine of all time. Like, this thing is a looker. Tell me, what? What do you think?
I think it's phenomenal. Yeah. I gave it a freaking A+.
You did.
And
I think you did.
I'll tell you what, no matter what bullshit you read on Pinside or anywhere else, there is one thing that is in agreement.
Okay.
And that is the art.
That's true.
And it is gorgeous.
It
is fantastic. From the cab to the back glass to the playfield.
We're just doing the pro.
Yeah, it is the trifecta.
But boy, oh
the
boy.
trifecta. And honestly, I'm sorry.
Why are you sorry?
Chris,
Don't be sorry.
Man, I think the pro, I think the casket thing is cool with LE, but man, this pro is beautiful. And you got the black and white, which people love. It's not my taste. I think that the pro, it's one of the best looking pros that you could ever have.
Maybe one of the best looking premiums, maybe one of the best looking LEs.
Very true.
We're doing the pro right now, so you're an A+. Now, I will say that our constituents, Mr. Fowler and Mr. Davis, are in agreement with you. They're both at solid A's.
See?
Running the board with A's on the Munsters artwork.
There is no denying.
Now, what Mr. Davis did say about the artwork, he said, I enjoy the art on this game, but it's difficult to love it when you know what's coming up with that beautiful black and white. So see, he likes that black and white.
Another black and
he
white
said the
lover.
colors are all crisp, they're vibrant, and I like the way the light show dances around the playfield during that gameplay.
Yes,
that's a good point.
It is very nice.
And Mr. Fowler said, I love the overall art package and details, including the furnace and the nods to the show. I do like the furnace and the drain.
Yes.
That is really nice. He said, although it is beautiful, I do question the premium in black and white. Make it the LE. So he's more along.
And I kind of agree that too. I do think that it's an odd thing. I think that your very specific one-off probably should have been
I think it makes everything
LE.
special. It makes the premium special, the LE special, makes the pro special. They're all different.
It does. It is a very different. So I still would have liked to seen the black and white be an LE. I would have. I don't know why. I think because it's so starkly different. It's so drastically
There's a
different.
camp out there that
that you have that. But I mean,
we're starting off hot.
Yeah, I agree with both of those guys.
Starting off hot.
Like the thing is Franchi added things, nuances to it that, like the furnace and different things, the nights, and making it feel
Eddie around the orbits doing different things, activities.
Yes,
he's got little nods in there to the show.
Yeah, it's such a world.
Easter eggs.
I'm not going to say a world under glass per se, the way that we perceive it, but
feels like it's inside a house to me.
It feels like it's inside. Like Franchi created that world, minus toys and everything else.
Spot right now.
Chris, I know, it scares me every time, dude. Chris created that on that playfield, and in the plastics and everything else, like he did something.
Translate solid composition is damn near perfect on that.
It's like you said, the colors. Again, the
family portrait.
Yes. Like I will
the coach on the side, the Franchi Pop trademark.
I feel that Stern has started doing something, and I could be completely wrong. I don't know if they went with a different printing process or what on their cabs, but since Iron Maiden was the most gorgeous, color-rich cabinet that I'd ever seen.
Maybe we're just seeing different artists. We're seeing Zombie Eddie and Franchi.
I don't know, man. Dude, it's killer. Like it is a beautiful cabinet, and like
favorite part of the art colors. On the Pro.
I still like the Knights. I still like the Knights nice. Down there and the whole bottom.
Mine's the backboard. I'm telling you, that is a piece.
The back glass is beautiful.
The backboard.
The backboard is pink. Yes,
not a lot of people notice that in a game. Yes, but boy, that's gorgeous.
Backboards are very neglected. They're very neglected.
Sometimes Bally Williams are just black.
Yeah, and it's very fitting. It fits the ramps.
Pipe, you go upstairs banister.
The in and out, it gives purpose to the ramps. It's not just ramps going through that backboard. Like Franchi, like you said, the sewer pipe. It made it like that. It was a purpose.
He said it before. He says each project he wants to do better. I think that probably Jeremy Packer, aka Zombie Eddie, would agree with that sentiment. I think Greg Freer said on a recent interview that's his goal too. Can you get better than this? I mean,
I don't think so. Like I said, like Beatles was damn good. Like so Franchi didn't really get to mess with the playfield on Batman. So that's what it is. But then he went to Guardians. Guardians is beautiful. Guardians is cool, man. But Beatles was gorgeous. Beatles fit. He did phenomenal. This is right there with Beatles. It is so fantastic, and I think Chris found his niche. Like I said, like Chris hadn't done pinball before, so I think that finding your balance and where you need to go with a playfield and the full package, it takes a little bit of time to develop that, and I think he did.
Well, he's doing it not only good in year 4 or year 3 or whatever.
Yeah,
he's doing it like he's been doing it forever.
Oh, completely.
Can't wait to see what's coming up next. Speaking of what's coming up next, let's talk about shots and layout. Is this thing a clunk monster?
No.
It sure as the hell isn't.
No, it's not.
It surely is not.
So my rating. Borg designed it.
You like board games?
I love board games.
You really like board games.
And I do. I very much
really like board games.
I gave this thing an A-.
We're different here, okay?
Yeah.
You're an A-.
And I'm a little higher than our reviewers.
That's a really good score.
And I'll tell you why I'm in an A-. It might be an odd thing because there's a lot of people that are...
It's hard for me not to give...
They're bitching and complaining. I know. It's very hard for you not to say anything in it. It is that basic fan layout. And that's fine. And
I don't want to have that stupid discussion again with the full fan layout.
No, and
two flippers going to be a fan
layout.
and
I'm not going to get into that.
Okay,
and there's been some other games that have been put up next to it that are very similar.
Okay.
But this game does not shoot like those games. This game shoots so fluid, so smooth. The ramps are so smooth. They're so fast. They're so quick. Both ramps are quick. For long, windy ramps,
like John did a phenomenal job about getting that ball back to that.
And the ball
flipper.
hugs the wires. Too.
Oh, it is fantastic. The orbits. We were talking today. There's no gate. There's nothing back there.
There's no gates back here.
There's nothing to hang it up.
Pops.
No, that ball, man. You hit that orbit on the fly, and you hit it.
Try hitting it twice in a row and see what
Oh,
happens.
it is nasty. It is so nasty. You know what it does is John has a different style than Richie, but this has the flow of a Steve Ritchie pin.
Oh, absolutely.
Very much so.
Absolutely.
You can back-to-back ramp. You can orbit, ramp, orbit. I've got like a 12-way, 14-way combo or something going on. This is like a regular body demo man.
Okay.
With flow, because you can ramp and everything, and it doesn't seem like a lot, but dude, there is.
With Borg, we get a bash toy, which we'll talk about here in a little bit. But you'll see that in Borg layouts. You'll see usually a typical 2 ramp. Nice orbit on a Borg.
Yeah.
You get your typical Borg scoop.
Yes.
But what you get different about Borg here is welcome back kickback.
Yes.
You get the Dragula kickback that goes into the orbit. I love that feature. That's probably my favorite part of the layout because it's a little different. Everybody said, a lot of people are like, is this a cut and paste from a Borg? I don't think so at all. I think this plays completely different than all your other Borgs that you see. Now, he does have a style. He's got a style.
Yes.
And it is very true to his style, which guess what? When you're the best cook in town, do you really want to start making a whole different type of food? No.
You need to shut your opinion up.
Sorry. I'll refer to Mr. Fowler. Mr. Fowler's at a B.
Yes.
Solid grade.
Yes.
Mr. Davis is at a B minus. Wait a minute. A B minus. Would you agree or disagree with that B minus grade?
You know what? Does Sean have anything to say about that? Let me hear. Let me hear what Sean has to say about this. So then I can. Okay. I'll give him my opinion.
Sean Davis, champion. State champion.
Hey,
Sean Davis
is a fucking.
I know.
Sean is a player.
He's a beast.
Yeah.
All right. He said the ramps on this thing are fantastic.
Okay.
All right. He echoes that sentiment. I love seeing the ball backflip on the right ramp and the flow behind the back wall from the left. Shot satisfaction diminishes though outside of these 2 ramps. Dragula is kind of a bear to shoot, and when you land it, it feels weak. No way. There's a trend of disappointing shots on this game, the worst of which is Herman. The ball's captured by the magnet on the hurry-up, but breaking it free does not feel great. I want some kinetic satisfaction from hitting that thing, and it severely misses the mark.
You know what? Dragula, I do not think is that terrible to hit. But I can kind of agree.
What did I say when we were playing it earlier?
Why do people think it's hard to hit? You hit it too, yeah. I mean, I don't have too much of a problem hitting
unless
it.
your flipper alignment. But no.
I do think that it's a little like I don't know how much. I don't know how much I like it being there. Like it's there. Like I like a kickback and it's another feature and everything, and I'm mixed on it. Herman does like when you hit that. I would like a little bit more impact. I'd like a little bit more of that wallop, but I don't want the magnet because it's there. It slows it down, but it is very much just and then they're up there for a minute and they flow down. So I can understand. I could agree with that. It doesn't bother me like it does Sean, but I can understand that.
Do you think it's like a magnet strength kind of thing?
I think that it could be, but I think
because we got Well Walker. I mean, think about Well Walker sitting there, and you got to kind of
It's not like Well Walker. It is. It's a very fluid, very soft transition, and then both of them kind of come down together. It's not really impactful. Okay. So I can understand his sentiment behind that.
What other game does that where it holds the ball with a magnet and you got to free it up?
You've got your Spider-Man,
Star Trek.
Star Trek.
Yeah, okay.
Up in the shuttle. So I can kind of agree. The best part,
B minus, man, come on.
Well,
Sean,
the best part is the ramps. That's by far. Like you cannot deny that.
Orbit.
The orbit's fast and it's fun. It is satisfying. It is fun because it is so fast.
Yeah. To finish out shots and layout, Jason Fowler says, great ramps.
Yeah.
Good flow, especially on the Pro.
Yeah.
He finds it slightly derivative. So he's saying, the Borg kind of thing. I feel like it's a lot like some of the other Borgs. So overall, he was at a B. So far, it's a good pin.
Yeah.
It's a good pin.
It is.
Moving on to Rules and Code. So Rules and Code, this was Dwight Sullivan. I feel like this is very different than we're accustomed to from Dwight Sullivan in the last couple titles he's had. But then you disagreed with me. You said, but no, there's a lot to it. It just looks different.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about the code on this thing.
Okay, so I'm going to give you a full rundown.
You already did in the overview.
From the day that I got this game.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Oh, way back when.
Yeah. 2 weeks ago.
So I got this game. And I hated it.
Oh.
I hated it.
I don't remember you ever hating it.
Yes, I hated it. Don't sugarcoat this shit.
I don't remember that.
I hated it. So, but this is the thing. So I need to go back a little further.
Say, what did you
We're going back a little further.
Damn.
So I read people's comments. So we, all of our overseas brothers got their pins first, and I read a lot of the comments.
Oh, okay.
And it was the whole, hey, we got the Monster Madness in no time, Monster Madness. And I thought, okay, you know what, this is a points-based game. I'm going to take Dwight on his word. You know what? It's so that everybody can kind of experience the wizard mode. It's not a thing like Valinor. It's not
more
this
approachable kind of.
Yes. So
back to the bays of Bally Williams.
Yes. And so I thought, okay, I can wrap my mind around this. It's a points game. I can do this. Like AC/DC, I can do this. Yeah. Yes. And so, but I got it, and I played it, and I played like 2 games.
Yeah.
Got to Monster Madness.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I can take that.
Yeah.
I was sick for an entire day. Didn't get to touch my new pinball machine. Hurt my feelings. I was brokenhearted.
I remember that.
Day number 3, I got to put a few more games on there. But like game 5 or 6, I got to Monster Madness level 2.
Okay.
I was heartbroken. Because I was like...
Getting wizard modes heartbreaks you.
It was heartbreaking, yes. Because it was too easy and I was just flipping.
Quick.
I didn't know the game. I didn't understand that. So I knew where my mind needed to be, but it was...
So you ate the whole pizza, you just didn't taste it. You just shoveled it down.
Yes, 100%.
Gotcha.
I usually equate things to...
food? I do food.
Dirty things.
Oh, no.
But no, it's nice that you cleaned it up for me.
Thank you. We're eating pizza.
Because I gave you a really... bad...
We're eating pizza.
Yeah, so definitely pizza.
Don't even talk about the toppings.
Yeah, definitely pizza. I mean, it's all pie. Pizza pie. I'm just saying. So
you ate it quick?
Yes. And oh man, I threw myself off. That sucks.
Drink some more cab.
Yeah, that sucks.
Bro's drinking cab.
And so
I remember you calling me and like, I'm done. Like,
yes.
What?
And so like, even though I knew that I should wrap my head around it, I was like, I just can't do this. But then comes the change, the epiphany. Then I start to focus on my zap button. I start to focus on doing good in my modes. I want to do my jackpots. I want to get my jackpots.
The details.
Yes, the details. I want to focus on these modes. Like I want to explore these modes. I want to progress through my jackpots.
Okay.
Then I start to have fun.
Yeah,
I enjoyed it.
I remember them phone calls too.
Yes, I called you. I said, man.
You called me after your bedtime.
Yeah.
A couple nights. And you were like, this is like one of the most engaging code sets there is out there.
It is.
There's so many details. Like, there's so much strategy. This thing, you told me, I quote, this thing is just as deep as Star Wars, but it just doesn't look like it is.
Yes, because of the way that okay, so let's say you go into Herman.
Now, I don't think a lot of people, let's not brush over that. I don't think a lot of people have heard that from
No, and this isn't the end of the story. No. But this is this part of the story.
Okay.
So say something like Herman.
Later.
Yes, it's going to be long, but listen, I've been waiting on this. I've been waiting to spill my guts on this game.
Okay.
So you take Herman, you've got all your flashing jackpots. Yeah. You knock a jackpot out on your right ramp. Well, you hit Herman a few more times, it'll turn blue, and now that ramp will be blue. For a jackpot, for your next level jackpot.
Ooh, nice.
And I may be completely freaking wrong on all this.
No, I think you're right.
But you still got your white shots. So now when I clear those white shots out and I hit Herman, then those will be blue. Well, if I hit Herman a few more times and I've eradicated a few of those blue shots and I hit him a few more times, he'll turn red.
Oh.
And so now
Red means let's get
now I'm at my next level. Same thing with Grandpa. So I knock a shot out. Now I got to hit one of the stand-ups that I've used to light Grandpa to be able to reactivate that shot again.
Oh, okay.
So it's cool. It's a 90 set rule. It's pretty cool.
Pretty deep there.
Yes,
yeah.
and then you've got your jackpots. You're wanting to stack your jackpots. So
we're not stacking modes, we're stacking jackpots.
We're stacking jackpots.
Okay.
So now our jackpots are being built over there at Dragula.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, you know what? I'm down with this. Then once I really started getting into my jackpots, I was like, dude, this is like BSD or something, like instead of Godzilla. Like
you told me it's very much like that.
Instead of stacking your multi-balls, you're wanting to stack your
maximizing those jackpots.
Exactly. So you're
dual level jackpots.
Exactly. So you got to close those damn things out, and it can be tricky because you're in a multi-ball.
You got to collect them too. That's the thing.
That's your Zap. Zap.
Well, that's a whole different
Zap to me is like it's a whole separate jackpot. It's like a separate mode. It's like an additional mode almost.
A mode within a mode.
Yeah, because now
modeception.
Yeah, you'll collect your jackpots.
Faux mode.
Once they get to a certain level, your Zaps will light on the playfield.
Okay.
And you can collect your Zap jackpots to add to that, which is part of it that
what
you
if you
need.
don't collect your Zap jackpots?
Well, then you're just shit out of luck.
Oh.
Yeah, you got it. You got it's part of your stacking. So I'm like, this is fun. Oh my god! Like, this has some complexity and depth.
How do you now? Can you collect the Zap jackpots? Like, what's the canceling? There's a canceling.
That's you're canceling because you're not cashing out when you hit it in a Dragula.
Risk reward.
Yes, you're canceling those jackpots. You're not collecting.
Okay.
That's your stacking. Is you can cash out.
What do you risk?
The fact that you might not stack them all. You might not collect anything. So once I got to that point, I said, "Oh my god!" Like. This is a subtle geniusness of Dwight.
Nobody's ever done this.
No, this is neat. This is neat.
Marco Specialties. Same-day shipping, accessible website, exceptional customer service, and with over 50,000 different pinball parts in stock, Marco Specialties is a must for every pinball enthusiast and operator. Treat your pinball machine right by visiting marcospec.com now. Chrome it, brass it, black nickel it, candy chrome it, powder coat it. The possibilities are endless at pinballplating.com. Your pinball machine deserves the best. At Comet Pinball, you'll find the best variety of LED products with the best quality LEDs and most importantly, at the best price. Your collection is begging for an upgrade. Order yours now at cometpinball.com.
And so this is where it kind of goes downhill for me.
Gotcha.
And this is the problem that I have with it. So you struggle, you fight, you're driving your way through these modes.
It's a fast game.
It's fast. It's brutal.
You're battling it.
It is. It is a fight. And you're progressing through your modes. You're doing good in your jackpots. Mm-hmm. You're collecting your jackpots. Scenario number one. You don't collect all your jackpots. You've played for 15, 20 minutes. You don't collect all your jackpots. And you need to cash them out because you're on ball 3. Shit's getting serious. Things are bad. You don't get that big bonus. You don't get that good up.
Okay. You don't feel like it's big enough.
Yeah, I don't feel like it's big enough because if you haven't collected them all, I don't think, and again, this is speculation from gameplay.
Everybody loves reviews and speculation.
Well, because I would have to pull the glass off and touch shots. Because it's an oddly kind of complex game. Like, it's weird. It seems so shallow, but it's not shallow. It's got a complexity to it.
It goes over my head in a lot of ways.
It does. A lot of people don't understand it, and I think that's where some of the negativity
That's where
is coming
homeowning
from.
is fun, though.
Yes, completely. And so, if you don't collect all of those, then you have a very minuscule cash out of that jackpot.
Okay.
Also, it's very important that you've got your multipliers running.
Ooh.
Now, this is what I don't know, that I have to figure out, and I wanted to figure out before this review. Mm-hmm. I think that you need Kitty and you need your playfield multipliers running when you cash. Yes, when you can, because Kitty is your multipliers.
Yeah.
You need her at 6x. You need your multipliers at 6x, but I don't know. I think that it's when you cash your jackpot out. I don't know if your multipliers matter then, or if you need your 6s, you need your multipliers for all of your... Does that make sense?
No, but I just love that these people don't... They usually hear me rant like this and get so into a game. This is your first new in box. Like, you were able to sink your teeth into this thing.
But I'll tell you why, though, is because I'm confused.
That's cool.
I'm confused. Like, I don't know whether to like it or hate it. Like, I don't know where I feel.
I'm confused as well, because here's what happens. All this talk about multipliers.
Oh, but I'm not done.
Then go.
Okay, one more thing. Right. So then this is my other downfall of it.
Enlarging ray?
Is again, no,
what's your favorite mode? Spot?
I did like Spot, but now I don't like Spot.
Oh!
Yeah.
Man, you're so hot and cold with this board.
I'm telling you, like every day is a new day with this pin. Every day is a new day.
That's right. Okay.
But so you go into Munster Madness.
Yeah.
You can annihilate Munster Madness if you shoot it good, and that's where you can literally gain 150, 200, 300 million off of Munster Madness.
Okay.
But you've done.
I do like when wizard modes pay you off.
I do, but the thing is you dredge through and you work so hard through all of those modes with no payoff, really. No real payoff. There's no satisfaction. There's no real payoff. That then you get into Munster Madness and you blow it up, and then that score is crazy.
Interesting.
But then there's still no real satisfaction because you just went into the wizard mode. Like, my main hang-up is there needs to be some points and some relevancy for satisfaction. Because you're not you're not cashing in your jackpots. You're canceling them and you're holding them.
We know that Dwight's he's a moment maker.
Yes. So, oh my God, Star Wars. Moments.
We're not at 1.0. What are we at? 0.91?
0.91.
Okay.
Yes. Right. So that's what I'm hoping. Like, I'm not mad at it. I'm not.
Obviously not. You're at a B.
Yeah, I'm not giving up on it. Yeah, well, I gave it a B because it's kind of cool rule set. It's neat.
He calls me and he's like, I don't think this is gonna last. Like I don't know. Something's not clicking. I swear to you guys, the next day he calls and was like, Zach, there is something really special about this. The depth that this offers, I've not seen it before in this type of pin. I'm used to modes, so this is really giving a lot more depth. It's like an old school game, but with new contemporary strategy.
Very much.
And then he calls me the next day. He's like, I don't know, man. I feel like I'm working to get this score, and then he calls me the next day. No, it's never leaving. This thing is just way too great. It shoots too good. It's fun. I can't wait to try to get to the second Munster. So you've been very...
Yeah, but I
stopped answering the phone.
I like mean shit. Like I like Ghostbusters, like Walking Dead.
So, we like mean
I feel like it's like Stockholm Syndrome. Like I feel like I'm being abused by my captor.
It's funny that you say that because when it comes to rules and code, Mr. Jason Fowler was actually higher than you. You're high enough on B.
Wow.
He's a B plus on code. He says that it's very approachable.
It is.
Well, now wait a minute. You just said it can be both.
Yes, because it can be approachable for people who don't really know.
He said it's approachable, it's clear, and you have very obtainable objectives. He said it could be slightly thin for more hardcore players. But is that true?
No.
Or maybe it's backwards.
I think it's backwards. I'm sorry to go against you, Jason. I think, again...
Dwight, he's a genius.
It's one of these weird... it's one of these weird-ass things where on the surface, you're like, oh, I hit the flashing shot.
Yeah.
Well, now that one turned blue. I hit that one. It's got to mean more. Like it seems surface level. It seems super simple. But like I said, the complexity of maybe strategy.
We're at foundation. Maybe. I mean, if we're that back and forth, I don't know.
I don't know.
Interestingly enough, state champion Sean Davis. I'm gonna say that now every time. State champion Sean Davis, who you would think competitive player. This feels like a competitive type pin. He was the lowest out of anybody. He was mean. C minus.
Sean was mean.
Wow. C minus. So
Sean has high standards, and he's a competitive player. So you got to take.
So you
that.
would think. I thought this would be a competitive player's pin. Here's what Sean says. He said, stacking jackpots seems like it could be fun and worthwhile activity until you cash in a stack of 8 and get a low-scoring 30 to 40 million jackpot you've been building your entire game around. The second strategy I've been employing is working towards Munster Madness, which currently has a code bug that allows multipliers to get out of control during a hurry-up. Kind of what you were talking about. And then he goes on to say, Spot's my favorite mode because of the second tier where the game asks you to hit a shot at the left orbit or right orbit to bring Spot out from under the ramp. Yeah. It's so much fun to combo into the Bash Toy, but no matter how far you progress, you never see any real movement on the scoreboard.
Yeah.
So it sounds like he's raving it, but just a couple more little things scoring balance.
Well, but do you see how I fall in there?
Yeah,
like,
it's
between both of those.
Yeah, the best and the worst kind of
exactly.
thing.
Like I echo the sentiments of both of those guys.
Woof.
But it can be frustrating. And like I said, when there's not that payoff.
What can you change in a pinball machine?
Code. So that's why I'm not mad. I'm not.
We're moving on to toys and innovation. Okay, toys and why don't we start out with the boys here?
Okay.
All right. Jason Fowler for toys and innovation. Oh, he pulled old Sean Davis here. C minus.
Ooh,
Fowler. He's wrong on this one.
I don't know.
Email us in, message us in. Tell Fowler
I can disagree with Zach like no other. These two fellas here, I'll tell you what, man. I feel both of them, and they're like everything is so opposite.
Fowler,
I can feel
let's see where he's coming. This is ridiculous. C- toys and innovation. This thing's pretty loaded for a Stern Pro. He said unique ramps are outstanding. Okay, he's making my point. But it's lacking a wow toy or feature. At least it is on the Pro.
Okay.
All right.
You want me to...
You can counterpoint it. What about the Dragula kickback that we haven't seen before?
It is not that special.
What about the wire forms that come in wave?
Again, that's
what
your
about
ramps.
a magnet? What about a bash toy that's three-dimensional and moves up around?
Nope.
None of this counts as toys?
It counts as toys, but it's not... I agree with Jason in that aspect that the ramps themselves are...
What about a spinner on a Pro?
Yeah, hey, listen, I'm not knocking Stern at all for adding everything they did. Very appreciative.
Mm-hmm.
But what I'm saying, though, is you don't have an abundance of toys or innovation in this pin. You've got your bash toy and you've got a kickback in Dragula.
What about Spot? A dragon that pops up out of the playfield,
you know what?
out of the ramp.
It's pretty cool.
And it's perfected.
It is. Oh, it is. They actually did perfect it. I wish they had done it with Bicycle Girl. John Learn tweaked it and fixed it.
We've got a Medieval Madness kickback. We've got a Spot that comes out of the staircase. We've got a three-dimensional Herman. We've got a magnet. We got a spinner on a Pro. Really, guys? I mean, what else do you want?
I don't think that it's anything real innovative. I don't think it's an abundance of toys. Okay. I think the ramps are the toys in this, which I'm fine with.
Spoiler alert, this is...
I'm fine with that.
Pretty low on... You're a B-.
Yeah.
You're a B-. And that constitutes 10% of your grade.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, Sean Davis,
oh,
he was on the other end. He was the highest of the reviewers at a B+. He said, actually, I love Spot. And I love Herman on this game. They are good-looking toys, and they really add to the art package. I'm not sure anything is innovating about the machine. I've shot a Medieval Madness catapult. I've bashed a Bicycle Girl in Walking Dead before. Herman's one of the weakest multi-ball magnet shots I've seen, though. So he loves the sculpts of this game.
Yeah.
He loves hitting, seeing the Herman. He loves hitting the Spot.
Bash toy, yeah.
So he's high on this, B+.
Mm-hmm.
Now, that only constitutes 5%. We'll get into the weighted grades of these guys.
Again, I don't disagree with either one of those guys. I can see both of them.
Sounds like y'all were in the C-. Come on.
Well, I mean, if you...
I like that if I can't grade, I just make fun of the people that do. Come on.
He's still got to talk.
Come on.
He's got to talk to people. He's got to talk.
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah, I mean, I understand from both of them.
Anything else to add on toys and innovation here?
No, again, I think the ramps are the toys. Spot is cool, dude.
What about innovation-wise? The lighting on this Pro is a little different now. Tell the people about that.
So if you want to go now, I will tell
Iron
you,
Maiden Pro doesn't have this
and
lighting.
that's not a category.
It's innovation.
But
it's
it is
than
innovation.
What we get
so
Stern-wise.
I will give you that. Mm-hmm. Freaking lighting on this is some of the best lighting I've ever seen because the lighting does spark some moments. Like, and I'm not talking about just for Herman where it turns green. That happens during the one mode. There's some green cast. The electricity from the zaps is fantastic. Like everything has a moment, and the light show. It's not just some flashing lights. Yes. Your multi-ball. Everything is fantastic.
He's got that coded nice. And Sean Davis even alluded to that. He threw it in the art. He said the light show that dances around is just phenomenal.
It is. It's beyond. One of the best light show. It might be the best light show of any Pro.
You might be right.
Can you give another Pro? And honestly, one of the top light shows of any pen. Because it stands out. That's what I look at in a light show. Does it stand out? Does it make a difference?
I'll give a nod to the recent code update on Deadpool Pro.
I've heard that was good.
They did a really good job.
I've heard that was good.
They've done a really good job.
But thank you, Stern, for stepping that light show up because I think it matters more than what you guys think. Yeah. I agree.
Let's move on to, I would say my favorite category, but art, shots, I can't pick my favorite. Music and call-outs, Greg.
Yeah, I'm going to B+.
You're out of your freaking mind.
No, I'd like more call-outs. I'd like something really powerful and distinct. Now, it's not that kind of pen. I understand
when you hear the theme song start to play.
Oh, I think the music's great. And that doesn't get old, Nate. People complain that it got old. It doesn't get old to me. I want more call-outs.
Okay.
I want more.
Okay.
That's my complaint. That's why I went so low. I want more call-outs that stand out. And I want to be told what to do.
B+.
I want to be like, 40 million jackpot.
Okay.
You know, 3 jackpots stacked. Like,
well, now we got a lot of
3 jackpots stacked.
I love that guy.
I want something like that. Yeah. You've got 40 million in your jackpot. Do you want to hit it? Like, that you want to hit it? Like, I want some more of that. That's what this pin needs. I need this pin interacting with me. Okay. And it doesn't interact with me.
You're at a B+. The smart guys, Fowler, he's an A. Sean Davis, he said, poo-poo your A. I'll raise you A+.
Insanity.
A+ music and callouts. And I've got to agree with him. Spot agrees with this. Sean Davis said regarding the music and callouts, guess what he put on our category to read out? Nothing. A+, dropped the mic. Nothing else needs to be said. When it comes to Jason Fowler's music and callouts, he said seemingly unlimited assets that are excellent. The laugh track is unique. It sounds great, and it fits the show. The laugh track is nice.
It is fantastic. The laugh track doesn't bother me. The music didn't get repetitive.
I'm just going to be the judge in all these reviews. I'm
not mad at all.
Award round music and callouts.
Mine is on callouts. That's mine. I want more of those callouts, like I said. Yep, that's it.
Okay. Display and animation.
I'm going to be.
Okay. I'm so surprised.
I love Stern's font.
Okay, so now font matters to you. You used to give me a hard time when font matters. For font's sake.
Font matters on this. Font was good. I enjoyed it.
Font was good.
It's fontin' good.
Font was good. All right, so much so that display and animations, these two guys were higher again.
Eddie animation's not that great. Dragula animation is not that great. It's like the doll. Animation? It's like the doll.
Oh, okay.
Laying on the table. Gotcha. It's not that good. It needs to be a little more.
You know what is awesome? All the freaking movie clips.
Yeah, all the movie clips are awesome. But what I'm saying though is that I want it to be a little more realistic.
Okay.
Give Francie that pin a little more. Let him get that detail. Let him capture the essence of the show a little more in those. And let that happen so that it's a little more seamless between Stern stuff and the clips.
Okay.
That's all I'm asking for.
So the artist helped more with the animation.
Yes.
Okay. I don't think
a little more cohesiveness.
Oh, Fowler and Davis both, they love it. I mean, Fowler's an A.
I mean, I'm not mad
Sean
at
Davis,
him.
A-.
Not mad at him.
No, there's nothing to be mad at. Display and animation, Sean Davis said, the use of scenes for the show is fantastic.
It is.
He said that my main complaint, if there is one, is there's some frustrating long wait times for the tilt animation, the Dragula, the replay.
Yeah.
He said the replay is just way too long, speed things up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But he's still an A-, so he loves it. Fowler went on to say regarding display and animations, he said, again, seemingly unlimited assets and how an asset-based theme should be done. That's high praise. How an asset-based machine should be done.
And echoing Fowler's statement about the longness of that, it does that with an extra ball too.
Sean Davis was saying that, where it takes too long to get through
Sean.
the screen.
Yes, Sean. Because I'm ready to plunge for my extra ball, and it blacks out on me, and it's showing the animation and everything, and everything's flashing and strobing, and it's black.
Like that
I can't plunge. I got to stand there, and I want to plunge. I want to play my ball.
I like that. I was going to bring up that on animation, though. I like the extra ball sequence.
Oh, the extra ball. I'm talking about when you get the replay for the extra ball.
Okay.
Like when you actually are ready to plunge, not when you gain your extra ball.
I like that.
No, that's awesome, dude. That is amazing. Like the sounds are different. All of that is amazing.
Fowler also said, additional creative integration of in-house design clips, and he said even the font selection fits the theme well. So, okay, you're on point.
See?
There. Okay, people like the font.
We're fonting awesome.
Yeah. Font is a thing. So anything else display and animation wise that you really enjoy?
Kind of echoing back to lighting and stuff. Midnight Madness on this is insane.
You called me that night at midnight.
Yeah, it is.
I was like, what are you still doing
up?
You're like, first. I thought my machine broke.
I did. So spoiler alert. Pause or go over this.
Oh my God.
Our microphone fell. Son of a bitch.
Biscuit.
There we go. So yeah, I'm sitting there playing, and I didn't know what my clock was set at, and I'd updated my code, and it was like 2:30 in the evening or 3 o'clock or something. Yeah. All of a sudden, my game went dead, dude. I thought I had that reset problem.
You were like, game reset?
Oh my God, dude. And I was in the combos when I hit like that 13, 12, 14 combos. I was like, oh my God, I was comboing like mad. All of a sudden, my flippers went dead. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, it started going,
dun, dun, dun.
and I was like,
Dwight Sullivan.
What is this damn thing doing? And then it came up on the screen, a seance at the table.
Oh,
the
cool.
entire family's at a
You're really
candlelit
spoiling
seance,
for
and
these
I was
people
like,
now.
oh my god! And then you go into this epic multi-ball. The music is a little different. Yes.
Oh, nice.
By far, Dwight. That's the moments.
There's the moments.
That's the moments, man.
Yeah,
they
that's
put
cool.
that in there. I don't care who's barking up your ass.
Yeah.
Put those moments in there.
So that's cool.
It's awesome.
Okay.
It's amazing. The seance is cool because it's so somber. It's like
Really?
Herman sitting at the head of the
Makes sense,
table.
too.
Yes,
Seance.
yeah. Herman sat at the head of the table. Was like, I brought you all here. And so
wow.
it's very somber going into this chaotic multi-ball.
Wow.
Stellar.
I like whenever companies have full assets.
Yes,
It
yeah.
really makes a difference.
Full freaking A+,
wow.
on that Midnight Madness.
Wow.
Sick. It's sick, dude.
So that's display and animation. As we're moving on to theme, now this theme predates us, right?
Yes.
I don't think it's a shocker here.
No.
We were not
look a
born,
little old.
our parents maybe were in their youth
Yeah.
when the Munsters hit the television sets. Mm-hmm. Okay? They were black and white.
Yeah.
Right? And then came along Batman 66, and you had your Addams Family around the same time. How do you feel about the Munsters theme? I've always loved it just because of the type of theme it is, more so than the actual assets.
I agree. I
Okay.
agree. I feel the same way. I gave it a B based on that. Like, I like the horror aspect. It was comedy. You know what? There was like a lot of PSAs in there. There was a lot of good life.
That's why I liked a lot of people
moments.
are like, I like the comedy of Addams Family better, is a little wittier.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
But one of my favorite shows ever, confessions time, Full House.
Yeah.
Right? And
Love
Full House is about as hokey and
Yeah.
corny as you come, but I
Life
love it's so
moments.
endearing.
Yeah.
So endearing. You can relate to that kind
And
of
that's
stuff.
the way the Munsters were for the 60s. It had a lot of life moments, and it had a lot of good things that, hey, you should live your life. Be a little nicer to people. Do these
There
things
are certain
different.
things that no matter how different your family is, that are universal.
Yeah.
Good families do good things.
And I think that's what a lot of people don't know about that show.
We're getting all sentimental.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it is. It's really
kids down here. Oh.
It's really good. It is. It's the family dynamic. It's the differences among us all. It's fitting in. It's again. It's how you raise your family and what you do with your family. There was a lot of underlining things in that show besides the comedy.
But does that mean it's not too soft though for the hardcore pinball crowd?
No, because none of that really resonates. Like, it's just there.
Irons
it's
up,
fun.
up the irons.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's all good, man. Like,
Okay.
I like it. It's just, again, it predated us.
Now we know that the theme of like horror and campy,
Yeah, resonates with a lot of people.
ghoulishness.
Yeah.
A lot of people like that in pinball.
And that's why I was excited about
You
it.
got Addams
Agreed.
Family. You got all kinds of stuff.
Agreed.
Now you're at a B.
Yeah.
Theme wise, Fowler. We got a lot of differing opinions here. Fowler's at a C. What did Mr. Fowler have to say?
Nasty mess up.
He said it's family friendly. It is somewhat dated.
Yeah.
And he said he wonders if the scope is not a bit too limited for the scope and even the demographic. I think whenever you make it campy horror, it actually expands.
Yeah. Well, and
think
it's
so.
so gorgeous. I think that if it was a run of the mill pin artistic wise and layout wise, I think that you would have found that. But I think it can be appealing because it's so beautiful and it's horror.
Frankenstein is more visually appealing to look at than Beaver Cleavers.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's the same thing.
Same kind of thing.
Yes,
Right? It's, instead of an old man.
Do you want a Walton's pinball
It's
machine?
actually Grandpa as Dracula. He sleeps in
Exactly.
a coffin. Right?
Exactly.
Instead of the little boy that goes.
So I think that can transcend more than most other shows of that
Okay.
era.
Yeah.
And even later.
You know what Sean Davis said?
Sean Davis said, I love this.
He said, state champion, Sean Davis said,
So I love it.
A plus.
I love it.
How old is Sean
Sean's a
Davis?
young guy. He's like, he might be younger than me.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you mean younger than you? I'm younger than you.
He might be your age.
You had a birthday not too long ago. Happy birthday, dude.
Well, thank you, sir.
It would have been nice if I had a present for you.
Yeah, my wife didn't
I
give
mean,
me anything
editing
either.
this video. Did she not?
No, I bitched and complained, and then I came home from class, and
she had something.
I had a
Something
ice cream
dinosaur-related.
cake. No,
Okay.
no, that's all I wanted. I said I want a Jurassic Park birthday. Do you think I got a fucking Jurassic Park birthday? You know, Jurassic Park birthday. I got an ice cream cake that didn't even have my name on it. It just said Happy Birthday.
Did she not just point down at the Munsters machine and say, shut up?
No,
Man,
sure, I mean,
that's
it's
a good-
here. I don't
Oh, no. It's a good point, though. I mean, you've been getting a lot of stuff.
I've got enough toys. I got a new gumball machine.
Guardians
I
of
got
the
all kinds
Galaxy,
games.
Star Wars, Munsters.
I've got a whole second room of shit.
Wait a minute.
Right now.
Your whole lineup right here, Stern.
Sort of.
It is.
Sort of. I don't have any Bally's anymore.
Sega, Daddy.
I don't own a single Bally anymore.
Well, okay. So he said A+ on theme. A+. You know why? He said he wasn't a huge Munsters fan. The theme doesn't do a whole lot for me. All right, Sean, then what the hell are you talking about then? From what I know of the show, though, I really appreciate what it is and what's included in there. Okay.
I think it's like what I was saying. Like, it's the wholesomeness of that show.
He did the mad respect.
Yeah.
Without saying I got the posters
I
up.
don't really agree with you. Respect.
Mad, bro. That's right.
Got it.
All right, so
I like that.
That was the thing. I like that. Sean Davis.
Good job, Sean.
Shawnee D.
Twisting our brains up a little bit.
Fowler's like, screw you guys. Let's see where they all end up, though. Let's talk about enjoyability. That's what matters, right? Mm-hmm. Enjoyability, that's 20% of your grade, my friend. Yeah. Where are you at?
I'm at a B. And
it's pretty dang solid.
It's pretty solid.
It is.
It is. Like I said, like I can't make my mind up on it. I'm not mad at it. I still want to play it every day.
I'm mad at you.
I want to play it right now. So that's...
Pause. He has made that statement more than any pen that I've heard you say in a long time.
I did.
I just want to play another game.
Do you know what game that I've become this obsessive with was my second pen that I ever owned, my Star Trek.
Star Trek, yeah.
That was the only pen. Like my eyes hurt.
You're like, I don't know. There's something about it. I'm still mixed on it, but I just want to play it again.
Yeah. And I keep you
want to master that pen, don't you?
I do want to master it, and that's why it's treating me a little bad.
So you're to B. You enjoy it.
Yeah. Okay. Not saying it'll last. I'm just saying, though, the
only thing it has is...
I'm obsessive on it.
Fowler really likes it, too. He's given enjoyability a B+. He's right there. He's right there. He said it shoots all caps, very well.
It does.
It has great, all caps, great flow. It's fun. It's lighthearted theme integration. He said some animations are not able to be canceled and can run long. Okay, so he's saying the same thing. That'll be fixed then.
Yeah.
So that'll be fixed.
Okay.
But overall, he's saying what I've said playing this game.
Nope, you can't say what you're going to say.
I can't say it's one of the greatest shooting Stern pinball machines of all time.
You can, because
Can I not say the ramps on this may be better than anything that we've seen from Stern in a handful of years?
It really
Can I not say the orbits are finally perfected by John Borg in this game design? I won't say any of it then.
It really
I won't say any of that.
John, you make me smile a little bit, buddy.
I won't say any of that. So that's a B+ by Fowler. Sean Davis, he is a surprising little guy. I can't wait until... Is he a little guy or is he a big guy?
A little shorter than me.
I've not met Sean Davis. Right?
Stocky fella.
Okay.
Stocky.
Gotcha. So I should be nice to him.
You should be. Yeah.
should be nice.
He'll hurt you.
He's anybody can hurt me. Sean Davis is at a C on enjoyability.
I have
probably. He is a tourney player. He's a location player.
I bet I've put 300 plus games on that damn thing.
Well, no ball safe. We forgot to talk about that on code.
Yes, we did. Can we go into that?
Let's go ahead.
So let me just tell you what. I'm gonna
make it an hour and a half review.
Yeah, this is a long review, guys, and we don't apologize. The ball safe. I'm confused about this. This is what confuses me about this whole pin too. As you know, you're talking about the code setting. So it's approachable by everybody. Jason Fowler said this. It's approachable.
Name one tight shot in there.
Yeah, it's approachable by everybody. Everybody can do it. So you know what I expected? I expected this easy shooting,
long ball time,
long ball. Like Greg is going to dominate. That is a fast ass machine. It comes back at you because
I was playing him before this, and he fumbled on the plunge.
Yes,
and you hit a target and drained within 2 seconds.
Yes,
you're used to a ball save. I got this, but you were just like, oh, forget it. And you just
and that's what I told him. I said it's not uncommon to have two balls do almost an instantaneous drain back to back.
The problem is that we bank on those ball saves.
You do, because sometimes you get a bad plunge.
We're careless at the beginning.
Well, and it's hard though, because if you do any sort of hard plunge and you try to hit it on the fly because those orbits are so fast,
hitting that ramp,
and you don't hit that ramp, then it can ricochet your
That's another cool thing about the code that I will bring up is that on your skill shot, based on how fast you hit that ramp, it's worth more points.
And you know what?
Have we really seen that?
And
That's
it's
really cool.
No, and it's not a skill shot that you can't hit. Like you can hit that bastard on the fly a lot. And it's fast. Like it is so cool.
Good old Greg coming out here.
Yeah, it's so cool.
You hit that bastard on the fly, I swear to God you can. That's some bitch, you just lean back, you swing.
It's true, though. That's what it feels like. What?
Oh my God. Look, that comment brought to you by Miller Lite.
Hey.
Oh my God.
Hey, we can't add another ad. Somebody will bitch about it.
Oh, stop. That guy's like, man, I'm turning off now.
I'm done with it.
I don't know why he's using a remote control for these videos.
Why is he using it? But so the ball save, you can turn it on Disclaimer: you can turn it
on.
but don't, because it wasn't designed that way. Me and Zach went through that today. I said, "Listen," I said,
don't move your
I said,
outlanes.
if Dwight came in and Dwight said, "You know what? I'm coding the ball save in to come on automatically," I accept that, and I would play it that way.
And if Borg put the
post where
there's,
I agree. I'm a very both of us are very staunch on playing a pin the way that it came out of the factory and the way it's supposed to be. So I deal with that no ball save. But just let me tell you, because it has no ball save, that does not make it an easy game. It is brutal. It can be tough.
I've caught myself a couple times when I'm playing expecting it.
Yeah, sometimes I'll just give up. Yeah, I'll just let hands off of
that's
it.
Right. And you're like, you can't do that.
Yeah,
don't do that.
I don't know, dude. It's kind of neat.
To round out this, we'll talk about cumulative scores, but I hear a lot of flow, speed, light shows, beauty, and respect. Sounds like a lot of respect for this game. I think it's a respectful pin myself. Now, when we talk about cumulative grades, again, you guys are seeing on the screen right now, Greg's percentages. You're at a B, a 3.23. Pretty good, solid pin. Jason Fowler from Slap Save.
I gotta say one more thing for you going to Jason. I get a lot of ridicule for my B's, but listen,
we'll see what these guys do.
A lot of Sterns are there. It's gonna be B.
They're good games.
Yeah, it's not gonna be lower, and it takes a lot to
People
be an
want
A.
us to poo-poo on Sterns.
Yeah, they want us to poo-poo on a lot of things. Listen, I like pinball. Maybe we'll find in one of these reviewers somebody that just wants to shit all over something.
Maybe
that'll be a refreshing statement.
But these guys didn't. You see what happens? These new pinball machines are all good.
They are good. They're fast. They're fun.
We've nitpicked, but they're all good.
They are. We do.
Jason Fowler ends up with a B as well.
Good job, Jason.
He's right under you with a 3.17.
Nice.
And then we have Sean Davis, state champion Sean Davis, round us out with a B minus. So right in that B range. So you guys are all in agreement. It's a B pin.
Nice.
He's at a B minus 2.75.
Nice.
So as you guys see on the screen, I'm going to throw it back up there again. Look at their weight distributions. That's what's really cool about this new way that Sdtm is reviewing these games.
Yeah.
Fowler is a very even weight distribution from 10 to 15% spread through his categories. Whereas Sean Davis, he's got more spread. He's got things like shots and layout and rules and code as being essential, 25%.
That is neat because it really showcases what's important to each individual.
To each reviewer. That's what we were missing before. That's what you guys told us. And when you guys tell us something, we listen.
Yes.
And we follow up. So we want to make each and every video, each and every method that we utilize better. We're going to keep doing that
I
for
agree.
you. And you're going to see us use these weighted reviews on older games as well that me and you review.
Yes.
Guess what's coming up? Guess what review we're going to be doing very soon? Somebody's castle we're going to go to. It's a scary, spooky castle. And it's got a rock star.
I knew nothing about this, but I'm excited about it.
At the throne of his castle.
But
he's got monsters that guard him.
I literally knew nothing about this.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
I do know what you're talking about. I'm excited about it because
Alice Cooper's Nightmare Castle is coming up. What do people need to know prior to that, though?
Look forward to our new
Carrie Hardy series.
Yes, it's going to be good, man. You guys are really going to enjoy that. As always, Chuck Wirt on streaming. Chuck Wirt's kind of in his busy season right now, but Chuck's getting ready to bounce back, do some major streaming.
And you're going to see him review games now.
Yeah, we're going to have Chuck Wirt on some of these certified
Here's another
reviewers.
thing. If you guys have anybody in particular that you can think of right now that is kind of in the pinball industry, whether it's a podcaster or a blogger or anybody, if you guys want to hear somebody review, reach out to us, let us know who that person is, and we may approach him about being a certified reviewer.
I agree.
Yeah.
And another thing, I'll have Zach throw this up on the bottom of the screen. There's actually going to be a tournament at Rec Bar in Louisville, Kentucky,
Gotcha.
and it's going to benefit to help get Sean to Las Vegas for the championship, so that he can represent Kentucky. So
Sdtm certified reviewer Sean Davis.
And even though we're Indiana guys, like I'm especially me, I'm literally right. We're called Kentuckiana. Yeah. That's what our news says and everything else because we're right there on the border. So
I'm 10 minutes from the border of Kentucky.
Yeah, exactly. So we share a lot. Some of the Cincinnati folks do that too, or Kentucky, vice versa.
It's a Midwest thing.
Yeah. So and most of the people that I know are Kentucky, Louisville people. So any of you Kentucky people, Southern Indiana people, or anybody that want to come out, help benefit Sean, all the coin drop, all the coin drop and pay in and everything for that tournament is going to benefit helping get Sean to Las Vegas
for the big boy
for the big boy tournament to really represent Kentucky and show what he can do. And you know, I congratulate Rec Bar, and I know there's a lot of behind the scenes people who have helped pull this together. Yeah, but you know what? Like, I feel really passionate about this because I really respect the people that put it together.
4 bottles of glasses of wine in.
I really respect these people.
You're gonna start crying here.
And you know what, dude? This is what pinball's about.
Oh boy,
it's the coming together as a community. It shows how strong our little community is here in this area.
We'll wait until let's hear tomorrow morning. We'll see if you sound the same way. You'll be like, I don't care.
I ain't going. I gotta drive.
I yelled at somebody on my lawn this morning. Make sure to subscribe to us here on YouTube. Donate, help out, buy a t-shirt, say hello to us at a show. And as always, if you want this Munsters pinball machine, I know you do, give me a call. I've got one ready for you. It's got a bow on it. Hell,
it's worth a try.
Ship it right to your doorstep. Or if you're within the local vicinity, maybe I could talk Mr. Bone here into taking a ride in the old toot toot flipping out express. We visited Kim Cromwell from the Special One Lit Pinball Podcast.
Pretty awesome.
Yeah, so we visited a lot of people. Jason Fowler.
Yeah, Jason Fowler got a game for
he got a game as well. So so buy a machine through me.
You're like really the pinball seller to the stars.
Seller of the pinball stars.
Yeah, seller to the pinball stars.
I'll take it, man. Until next week, we love you guys. Hang in there. Peace out. Drive safely. Wear your seatbelts. Don't drink and drive. Don't text and drive. It's even more dangerous.
Texting and driving is really dangerous.
You hit it off with the bumper, now straight down the middle again. You had a fling with a slingshot, you're rolling out the out then again. I try to cradle you with my...
Once again, thanks goes out to Greg and Zachary from Straight Down the Middle for allowing me to join the team, and I cannot wait to fuck myself. What the...